You can wave to everybody at home. Hi, guys. Okay, I'll introduce you. 2 new faces here. This is Nita. This is everybody at home. And this is Lassie. This is everybody at home. So we're going to go toes apart, heels together. Inner thighs are tight. Quads are on, like you're pulling your kneecaps up to your hips. So we're pulling those kneecaps up. And instead of Frankenstein bolts on the sides of your neck, pop them off and stick them on the sides of your glutes. So right here in your runner's dish, you want to squeeze your glutes together. So I'm narrowing my pelvis by my big Frankenstein bolts, and I'm cranking them on. You're going to pull navel to spine and spine to navel. It's all coming back to you now. Back X is on, which means we're going to pull scapula down to opposite hip pocket and scapula down to opposite hip pocket. So our shoulders are down and back. In the front, it's rib to hip and rib to hip. So this is our front X and our back X. Take your front X, squeeze your abs, and your back X, attitude, and squeeze your spine as tight as you can. So squeeze the spine and release. Squeeze the spine and release. Squeeze the spine and the pelvic floor and release. Squeeze the spine and the pelvic floor, release. And one more time, squeeze the spine, pelvic floor, squeeze, and release. Good. Always keeping the eyes open and on, never shutting the eyes. Even if I say try to feel, you don't want to close the eyes. The second the eyes shut, so do the muscles. The muscles go, oh, it's time to sleep. Eyes open, your muscles are on. So I'm going to give you kind of show you how that works. Come up onto your toes and balance. Squeeze your heels together. Good. Is it okay? Okay. So eyes are open and strong. Look straight ahead and feel the strength come up into your body. Now shut your eyes and see if you can feel a difference. And see if you can feel your muscles waver. Okay. So that's why I say eyes on and strong. Fierce, like you're in a batting cage. You wouldn't want to shut your eyes if that's throwing the balls out at you. We're going to bring it down, sitting one glute into the well, and go ahead and lay down onto the machine. I'll actually put this over here. And then we're going to go toes on bar, heels together. Good. And so toes apart, heels together is this Pilates stance we see all the time. Squeeze your heels, knees are apart. And the rule is that your kneecap, your patella right here, is between the second and third toe. Turn your feet out a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. That way that knee's right over that second and third toe and never in or out further. Tighten your core. Back X is on, front X. Tighten the pelvic floor and take it up. Good, and bring it down for 8. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, bring it down. I can't believe after all these years we finally got you on a machine. And as you're flowing back and forth, this is actually working your lymphatic system, just flowing through. I think we have one more to make 8. Good, and bring it down. Keeping your core on, slide your feet together, and your toes and metatarsals are on the bar. So a little bit lower unless there's pain. Knees together tight, core is on. So remember our core lesson? Nice and tight, don't let me move you. There you go, a little tighter, good. Keep it on. So lastly, don't let me move your knees. Tighten your pelvic floor and your abs. Okay, don't let me move your knees. Ready? Fight against me. Fight against me, harder. There it is. That's how I want you to move. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, bring it back down. Good. Go all the way to a straight leg, but keep the knees supported and muscle those quads. Good. How's the weight feel? Okay, is it good, Nita?
Yeah.
Our other Nita's going to be so happy there's a Nita.
I know, that's so strange.
Yeah. Especially that you're not Anita's, you're
Right.
Nita's.
Is she just Nita or short for something?
I've never asked. We got a couple women from Louisiana. She's from Louisiana. But I don't think, I might have asked her and just forgotten over the years. Okay, bring it down and go heels on bar, ankles together. Now, anytime your heels are in the bar, just like the foot corrector when we were feeling our glutes, try to use your glutes and press up. So squeeze your glutes. Good. And bring it down using your abs. Knees together, tight, big toes. Then after 8, we always change at the bottom so there's no pressure on our spine. Toes go on, heels come up high. Ankles together, stand on our tippy toes, ankles towards each other. And then lift the heels up. Can you lift them up? And ankles together. Good, so always working those ankles towards each other. Inhale, take it up. Any pain on that? Is it okay, Lassie?
Yeah.
Okay. Need it? Feels good? Okay. Good, knees together tight, ankles towards each other. Each time you come down, lift those heels higher.
Knees are together.
Mm-hmm.
And the ankles are together.
Yes.
It's hard to keep together.
I'm feeling your knees. Squeeze your glutes more. Let's get some pressure off these knees. There you go. Lift those heels. Good. So, I know. Knees, heels, ankles.
The knees go out.
It takes a little while to organize. Lift heels higher. Good. Do you know what number that was?
8.
Okay. Now take it all the way up and just hold those straight legs. Go all the way up and hold. Okay, as you squeeze your glutes, your hips will open up more. So I want open hips, squeezing glutes. Tighten your inner thighs together and don't let your knees get mushy. So there's no spongy knees, they're strong. Drop your heels under the bar and then so drop the heels and stretch out the calves. Good. And then go up onto your tippy toes for 6 and down. And 5 and down. And 4 and down. And 3. Breathing. And 2. Good. And 1. Bend the knees. Bring it in. Heels are high. Tippy toes. Lift the heels all the way up. Good. And take it up. Good. So that last one was 6. We're going to work down a ladder. So straight legs. Drop your heels under the bar. So straight leg under the bar. And up, squeeze your glutes for 5. Under the bar and up 4. Under and 3. Good. And 2. And 1. Bend the knees. Bring it in. Heels are high. Knees together and lift the heels as high as you can. Work on the flexibility. Good. Take it back up. Straighten the legs. We're going to keep the legs straight. Push the heels under the bar. 4. Way up onto the toes. Good. And 3. Doing good, Lassie? Good. Doing good? Nita? And 1. Should be feeling the back of those legs. Bend the knees. Bring it in. Heels are high. Tippy toes. Lift those heels all the way up. Ankles towards each other. Good. Take it all the way up. Do you guys see a pattern to this? Hold here. And this time it's 3. So drop the heels under the bar for 3. And way up. And 2. And way up. So you got foot rehab going on right here. And bend the knees. Bring it in. Heels are high. It's doing really good. And of course, I can't feel your pain. No. Take it up. Any pain? No. Awesome. Drop for 2 under the bar. So straight legs. Way up. Squeeze the glutes. And down. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Bend the knees. Bring it down. Heels high. Tippy toes. Good. Lift those heels. Come all the way in. Good. We got one more. Take it up. Yeah. Squeeze the glutes. Straight legs. Drop the heels under. And up onto the tippy toes, bend the knees, bring it in, heels are high, tippy toes. Now it's our ladder. We walk down from 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. Heels go all the way out wide to the edge of your bar. and your heels are on, that means your glutes are working. Okay, use your glutes. Good, press up. And pull yourself in with your abs. So use your abs, bend your knees and come in. Good, and ups. Good, 7, and bring it down. Good, and 6. You got the blue memo today. You got the blue memo today. Inhale on the up, exhale, really pull, coming down. And when you move, you want to think of moving in the sign of infinity, that it's the same speed the whole time. We do change it sometimes, but that's kind of a general rule. Good. Changing it, bring it down. Always changing at the bottom. So we never want pressure on our spine when we lift our legs. Heels go shoulder width apart, knees together. And squeeze knees. And bring
Shoulder width.
yeah, bring them in a little closer. There you go. And the knees go together. This is a medial rotation of the femur bone. The more that bone tilts in, the more it opens up our sacroiliac. So we squeeze our knees tight, and you'll feel this getting space. We want that because a lot of times people have that pain in their lower back. Inhale, take it up, or in their sacrum, and bring it back down, squeezing knees. Good. Inhale, take it up.
Are the knees supposed to be together?
They come apart at the very top. Some people don't, but most people do. And bring it back in. Squeeze the knees as tight as you can. Good. 8 of these. Your legs should be getting nice and warm. If it's easy, though, let me know. Squeeze those knees. Good. Okay, bring it together after 8. Bring it down and go arches on the bar. So this is called bird on a wire. Our ankles are together. Our heels are pressing under the bar and our toes are curling over the bar, just like you were a bird perching on a wire. Press up. Bend your knees just 3 inches and hold for a moment. So bend the knees 3 inches and stick your heels way underneath the bar. Good, and your toes over. Almost feel like your feet are gonna cramp. And then bend down into that. So bend the knees and come as low as you can, keeping those heels there. It's an awkward stretch. And press back up, 8 of these. And, and bend into it. Sore spot or just no stretch?
My feet are going, why are you doing me?
I know. But then you'll be supple as you leave. You'll be all nice and supple as you walk outside. Right, Lassie?
Yep.
That's the word you're looking for, supple. Supple and happy feet.
Yeah, move. I'll just hold, move.
Good. This one is very, very hard for me. I have short Achilles tendons from walking on my toes as a kid. I mean, I still walk on my toes, but...
My Achilles still do not bend at all now that I've been in physical therapy. They can't believe how tight they are.
Yeah. Did you walk on your toes as a kid?
No.
I did. I guess I wanted to be tall. I was the youngest. I am tall. I could stop now, but they're so short, it's kind of natural.
My heels do that too.
Mm-hmm. I love.
Your kids walk on tiptoes?
Gavin does, my 11-year-old.
That's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
We had a neighbor child that had to have his Achilles cut.
Yeah. I was supposed to have mine in
Because he
boots.
In 6th grade, he's still walking on tiptoes.
It's a sign of intelligence.
I don't know. It moved away, so I have no idea.
Someone told me that. I really gripped onto that one. Okay. That's why I walked on my toes. It's a sign of intelligence. Bringing it all the way down. Good. Okay. We are going to go into the 100. So the 100 is about breath. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. But let's do it sitting up first. We can kind of get our bearings. So the way to sit up is take your right hand and place it on the left shoulder rest and push yourself up. And then I'm going to come over here and sit here. And I'm going to take my arms and stretch them down on the wood side here. And I press into my hands and pull my shoulders back and look straight ahead. And then I'm going to tap the hands for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now the first 5 are going to be inhales. The second 5 are going to be exhales. So inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Now as you're doing this, flex your back into this. So feel like pressing that wood and feel your back working. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. 2, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, so this will all make sense in a second. You're going to go 2 reds and 1 blue spring. So you're going to grab them by their bellies to pull them off.
So we're taking them off?
You're going to keep 2 reds, 1 blue on, and then take off the green. So I'll go 2 reds, 1 blue. Yeah. No. You're good. Just 2. You can go any one. These machines have side rollers. If you look down the slot here, you can see, and that's really funny. Oh, I know why. On the newer machines, they're down lower. You can't see them. There's down, like, why am I not seeing the side? There's side rollers here. They're like rollerblade wheels, and they're on the side. On some of my older machines, you can actually see them here, and they're on this part of the wood. So that keeps the machine straight, so you don't have to load everything straight. You could load everything off to one side, and it will still track straight. We're going to lay down, and when you lay down, remember to put 1 glute in the well. Hand goes over, lay down, and then scoot down about 1.5 inches from the shoulder rest. So this is breathing under stress. So we have diaphragmatic breathing, the inhale for 5, exhale for 5. When we lift our head up, we're hinging. So I'm going to have you grab the back of your legs with your hands, take your nose to your navel, and come up as high as you can. Good. So now there's no way to get air in the front. All your air is back here. Inhale for 5. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Try to reach your hands and do it. Inhale. Eye gaze here. Lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Good, and release. So the eye gaze to your quads, mid-quad, helps the back of your neck lengthen out. The dropping of your rib cage into your body helps you hinge up, which means the neck is free. If the rib cage is stuck here and it doesn't want to hinge, the neck is strained. So the more you can get these to bend here in time, the easier it is on your neck. But at first, you might do a couple and go, oh, you rest my neck. So do a couple, rest your neck, do a couple more, rest your neck. You remember these? Yeah. Okay. So hands, jazz hands. Slide your pinkies down your face, and you'll run into those posts. And when you get the post, grab the straps. There's a weird reason for all my madness. Hands go in small straps. So when we have the straps, we want to start pushing on them like this. But instead, we're just going to do that same tapping. So now lift the legs up in the tabletop. Good. Bring the hands down next to your sides. And really push to those fingertips. Now, in pushing through your fingertips, feel your scapula down your back and a tiny bow to your elbows without your shoulders lifting. Take your nose to your navel, lift the head up, and inhale, tapping. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. Good. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, hinge even higher, in, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold, and roll yourself out of it. That was 80 instead of the 100, but I figure we give our necks a rest. There you go.
Kept forgetting to inhale.
Oh, you just keep trying to exhale?
Yeah.
Okay, how'd it go?
Okay.
Could you feel your abs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was your neck okay with it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The stronger your eye gaze is to your quads, and the more that you hinge up, the easier on the neck. And so we'll work a lot on hinging in here on the different pieces of equipment so that we have a happy neck and not that sore neck in front. So from there, we're gonna go feet in long straps. So you're gonna push your foot against the bar, straighten that left leg, and right leg goes into the long strap. Good. Now when you step on it, the machine's gonna try to twirl you, but your core is on, so the machine can't take you, and then bring the other foot up. Be ready for that machine though.
To twirl you?
Yeah. You see how it wants to take you for a ride? There you go. Okay. From there, we're going to hang in a hamstring stretch. So tailbone is down. There's a small gap in your lower back here. There's like a grape underneath the back. And take the feet up and keep the tailbone heavy. Reach your hands and push your hands into the mat. That's actually stretching your shoulders and shoulders down the back. Toes are apart, heels together, a little Pilates stance, and a little bit more stretch. Do you guys both feel a stretch?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to draw the feet down, but as we draw it down, we're going to draw it to a place called home. That home is just a little bit lower than the 45, so bring the feet down. Good, and point your toes. Perfect. Point even more. Strong, strong feet. Can you go even more on this one? Woo. Almost like you're going to try to make that strap slide off your foot. Squeezing heels and inner thighs. Core is on, so if I come and push on you, you won't go anywhere. There it is. Perfect. Take it straight up. Inhale up, keeping tailbone down. And exhale, draw down to home, but no lower. And the reason why is we don't want to get into our lower backs. Good. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, draw back down. Good. Inhale, take it up.
And our heels are supposed to be together, right?
Yes, but it depends on how your legs are built. Your inner thighs are tight. And draw down. Watch the hips. Don't let them wobble at all. You've got a little extra where you have to stabilize this hip because of that tilt up. Inhale, take it up. Very good. Stabilize and draw it back down. Lots of core. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, draw down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale, draw down. Good. We're going to do circles. Go up. And now just go about an inch wider than your machine. Watch your hips, don't let them wobble, and draw down around. Hi, honey.
Hello, baby.
How's it going?
Good.
I have to introduce you. This is Todd. This is Nita and Lassie.
Nita and
Lassie.
Lassie, nice to know you.
And inhale, take it up. You can jump.
Lois.
I don't know. She didn't make it today. You can jump on. You might enjoy the stretch.
Probably.
I'm being nice to them too. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Shit.
Right, Lassie?
Her definition of nice may not always comport with others.
One more. Keeping those hips nice and steady. And down and around, in the home, and hold. So you can say hi to everybody at home
Hi,
too.
everybody at home.
Hi, honey. Okay, instead of a lateral rotation, we're going to go medial. So turn in. Good. And you're going to go out to the side and up. So Todd, 3 reds. Three reds, just in case. Make it as smooth as you can. So Nita, I know you and I talked about windows, but I didn't talk about windows with Lassie. But windows are the shape between your feet. So as you bring them together, you want them even and not one turned one way and the other. Bringing that symmetry to the body. Good. Bring it down in the home and hold. Instead of being in the medial towards that midline, we're going to go lateral again. We're going to do a frog. So we're going to go legs straight up to the ceiling. Pause there, tailbones down, and you want a small gap underneath that lower back. So check your lower back that you have that gap. Bend your heels down like a frog. Then we're going to press the legs out about 2 inches wider than the machine. So go out wider than the machine. Good. Now from there, we're going to use the legs and draw down around into home and point the toes. Keeping the hips nice and equal. Squeeze the heels together, inner thighs. Come straight up to the center line. Good. Bend down without the carriage moving. Go out to a little wider than the machine. Think strong legs and draw down around and point. Good. You feel them? Bring them all the way together. And straight up. Didn't it feel good?
Yeah.
Bend down without the carriage moving. Out to the side. Down and around. And into home. Point the toes. Good. Strong, strong feet. Okay, we're going to reverse it. So from that home position down low, we're going to go out to the side. Now, you're going to use your abs. And you're going to pull that machine into place. Now, hold your legs there so your legs are out wide. Just your heels bend in, your knees bend, and heels come together like a frog. So now go squeeze the heels all the way together. So heels together. Good. Watch your windows. Now don't let the carriage underneath you move. Tie into your glutes. Press straight up. Keep your heels together. Good. See, it wants to take you for a ride. Don't let that machine take you for a ride. We'll take a little weight off you. And then draw straight leg down into home. Point the feet. Yes, nice strong feet. Work this one even harder. Good. Take it out to the side and you use your abs to pull your carriage in. Good. From there, your knees stay there and bend your heels in together. Squeeze your knees as tight as you, or heels. Squeeze your heels as tight as you can. Right here, don't let that machine go anywhere. Hold it still. Tie into your glutes and press straight up. And draw down in the home, and we'll do one more. Straight legs, heels together tight, pointing those toes. Good. Core's on, so if I come and pull on you, you won't go anywhere. Straight out to the side and up. Good. Bend the heels together. Oh, yeah. Press straight up. Use your glutes and draw straight down, straight leg down. Nice. Hands go in the small straps. So hands are going to go in the small straps. And your feet are going to come up in the tabletop like we did a lot in mat class. I'm going to put your weight back on. Todd, you can hang out and stretch into the legs or... Okay. So now the elbows come down to the mat and your chest is open. And then your knees together tight. And then lift the shins parallel to the ceiling. So now lift the legs off the bar. There you go. Now, in this position, where? Here? Okay, head and shoulders, knees and toes. Where are the shins? Knees together tight, knees directly over the pubic bone. Lift the heels a little bit higher. Now press your lower back down into the mat. Good. Straighten the arms. Reach your fingertips. Good. Elbows down. Reach all the way down. Now, as you're sliding down, open your chest and keep your lower back down. Bend the elbows. Inhale. And exhale, press down. Good. Rib cage is tied together in the front. Your breath is into your back. Inhale into your back. Exhale and press. Almost as if you're trying to punch your rib cage through the carriage. Inhale, bend. And exhale. Good. Let's do two more. Shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, press. One more. Inhale, bend. And exhale and press. Todd, switch to long straps just in case for that shoulder. I'm going to take a spring off of you. Just so, if you need to take over with your right, you can. Okay, so shoulders are down, knees together tight, and then hands lift straight up to the ceiling. Now you're not going to pull with your hands, you're going to pull with your lats and pull straight down and touch the mat. There it is. Good. Control the ups. You're working the eccentric and concentric and down.
Feel that.
Oh yeah, I bet. Good. Lower back is down, knees together tight. And then after 5, bring it down and hold. Good. And then go up to a 45-degree angle, keeping the shoulders down. So shoulders are down, attitude, and draw back down. Exhale all your air out. Inhale back in as you go up. Keep those shoulders down. Exhale all your out. 2. Good, we're doing 5 of these. The weight's okay still? Okay. Last of your weight's good? Good, and draw down. Then go straight out to the side. So straight out, shoulders down, rib cage in, and draw all the air out. Out to the side, good, and draw straight down. Yeah, and scapula down. So scapula slides down the back, good. Knees together tight, lower back is down. 5 of these, or as close to 5 as you can, keeping good form. Good, and release. So make jazz hands, go long straps and find your post, and go long straps on post. And your feet can go back to the bar and rest. Nice. I know.
For your hand?
It's when you put them on the post, you can make your jazz hands find those posts, and then place them on the post. So they're just resting here.
Oh, on this.
Yeah. It's like a whole nother language.
Yes.
So Todd Lassie did mat class with me for years.
Oh,
But this is their first time.
she's back.
First time on a machine. I know, you've avoided this whole time. Okay, so from there, right hand comes over to the left shoulder rest. Press your legs to the left and come up. What's that? Well, sometimes people get trapped in there. The taller you are, the harder you're like, I can't get up. Okay, we're going to do elephant. So an elephant looks a lot like a downward dog. Our springs are going to be 2 reds. So we're going to take the blue spring off. We're going to put our locks on so that this bar can't come undone unexpectedly during the movement. Oh, these little they slide here. Those are on, and that way it won't come. Otherwise, it comes off. The old bars never locked. There's some advantages to that, but when you're teaching a class, I like them to lock, just in case. Yeah. What we're going to do is stand flat-footed. I'll just show you. On the machine. And then I want to make sure my feet are straight. They don't have one turned in or one out. And then I'm going to take my tailbone and I'm going to lean it back behind my heels and then lengthen my neck out nice and tall and shoulders down. It's hard to see in my sweatshirt. My shoulders are not here, but they're down and back. And then we'll just push back, stretching, keeping the heels down, and pull back in. That feels so good. Oh, if you don't want to do it, just let me know. I'll do yours for you. Keeping the heels down. So pressing out.
That's my Achilles, boy.
Oh yeah. Then pull all the way in. Pull the carriage into here. Hold there and lean back. Now keep that leaning back. Keep the shoulders still. Good. And out and in. Pull toes up. Like you got a carrot. Nice. In and out. So we're contracting the hamstring, and then on its natural release, we're getting in, we're stretching the Achilles, the calves, and the hamstrings on the way in. Let's do this 10 times, just stretching things out. Todd had soccer all weekend. And
You know Steve from Borderia and Klaus? They're soccer players.
Oh, I know Steve, yes.
Klaus, the Klaus we ski with?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my God, he's a major soccer player.
He is?
Yeah, he wants to get something started here.
Klaus is in his 80s.
Klaus had 2 knee replacements and kicked my butt when I just had my one, and he was skiing within 6 weeks of each knee replacement.
He owns a home over on Meadows, right?
I don't know, they just moved back here. So
I don't know.
he sold his
The
house.
house, look at?
No, that's Charlie. Charlie's in his early 50s. We'll bring it all the way down to the floor, and you can use your box. If it's sticking out, use your box to step back down. Yeah, just 1 foot. Good. Use the bars and the other foot. So we should feel worked and stretched. Worked and stretched. Okay. That was nice and gentle.
I don't feel so bad.
We call Todd Grace, right? Roll the shoulders back for 3. Roll them back for 2. Roll them back for 1. For our nervous system, before we walk out the door, we want to shake everything out. You know, kick those boxes underneath just so they're out of the way. And you may not be able to do this. I just want you to feel it. 1 small jump. And if you want, 1 big jump. And you guys are done. Right on. So before we leave, what we do is we put all the springs on. So we just place them on the bottom hooks. The foot bar is already in middle, and the headrest is already, let's see, that one's high. We'll go headrest in middle, and then we'll just hang our clasp to the inside. And in the back left corner is a spray bottle. We just spritz things down. There you go. And I just used the organic bathroom cleaner by Lifetree. And as you do this, just wave to everybody at home. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me join you, ladies.